Yo, morning, morning. I'm just taking a look at what the sort of levels are at the moment. This is yesterday's range. So at the moment we're showing an inside day, which just means the price range of today is in yesterday's range on futures. And so for myself, it's either a no trade or a very, very low risk type of trade, you know what I'm saying? Um, that's really it. So the idea here is that like we want to see either the upper level or lower level taken before we enter a trade. That way we ensure that there's sort of like price discovery, price movement, and what happens is that if price stays within this range, it's kind of inviting like choppy or conditions or pretty um, indecisive moves. And for you as a trader, it's like less appealing to put your money down, right? You want something like surefire, you're confident in. So it's really not something to um, it's not something to be very hasty and to jump into. But um, the idea here is that we want to make sure some liquidity levels at least are being taken. I mean, luckily for us on the 5 minutes, all the liquidity levels are inside the range. So it's very possible that the liquidity levels get taken and then we go back up, maybe expand another way, but we'll just have to take a look. We'll do some charting as well, or just some like levels from last night. Uh, but yeah. Alright, so basically let's take a look at what's happened last night, right? So want to take a look at some of the ranges or some of the sessions. So there's Asian session, right? Alright. Alright. So here are the ranges, right? Um, so what we're gonna do is just find some liquidity here, right? So this is the high. This is Asian range. So what you're seeing is like yesterday's levels haven't been tapped, and they're all inside the inside day. So things could get interesting, and the thing is that if those Asian highs are taken, for example, it could very well also take the outside day range as well. So it's just to, just to really kind of set us up for and maybe brace ourselves into what to look for. Okay, so that's the Asian high right there. And here's Asian low, right? And this has already been taken, but uh, I'll mark it. Okay, what we got here? London high. Okay, that's a London session. And we have London low as well. Technically it's here. Let me just go on the 1 minute and make sure it's somewhere around here. I'll just say it's right there. Like this is London low. I mean, this is going to be low of the day anyway, so I'll just mark it as is. We'll just say this is the London low right here. Okay. Um, and now, this is the New York session, and so we have the New York low. I guess it's technically here or here. Um, I would just won't mark those because the low hasn't been in yet. The session isn't over. What we will do is we're going to acknowledge that this Asian low, right, was taken. So the Asian low was taken, and then it became this low, and eventually this low, which all got taken. Um, and then since then, we've saw kind of a market structure shift where price has made a new high here, and then it came, retested, and then now we're uptrending. So it went from downtrending to uptrending, okay? So, um, I just want to mark this. Oh yeah, this is the Asian low right here. So there are some New York levels right now, right? This was like technically a New York high, which we're breaking technically, but there's some rejection candles here. Also more so like consolidation candles between these two highs. So we did end up taking this right here, right? That was a previous high that was taken. So in terms of like where I think price is going to go right now, I mean, if price comes up above this high, then for sure I think it's going to go and expand. If it does expand, then we'll take a look in terms of like what needs to happen. It looks to me like there's some levels of liquidity up higher, and so since we're uptrending, I could see this where we sort of mirror this side, and um, we take a look and make a new high here. I could also see um, when we go down, uptrend. Let's say we take this, and then we take all these levels as well. So I could see that as well. In that case, that would be a nice silver bullet where we wait, you know. But yeah. There also is if you guys are subscribed, there also is a stream later today. If you're subscribed to the Academy, there's a live stream with Key. I'm also going to be in the chat as well. So yeah. So we're just going to play the waiting game for like 30, 40 minutes or so. So now I'm going to go on like, let's say the hour. Let's just get on the bigger time frames here. So in terms of like buy side and sell side right now, I would say the daily range is a good level here. So in this case, I mean if we go on the daily, you'll see that it's actually a far bigger range. Like buy sell side would be here, buy side would be here. But um, I want to take a look at what's going on here. In terms of like our time frame and our immediate, we can say on the 1 hour, this is like 1 hour buy side. And it's also the daily, right? And this is 1 hour sell side. So if we go on the 1 hour, you'll see that that's the case here, right? So ever since we broke here, if we want to get to another level of liquidity, there's that. Oh, hello. Oops. Um, so there's that, right? Um, a yellow line here, and then there's a level here. Okay. So there's two levels on the hourly. And what you can also do is in this current range, right? Um, you can also do this, where you can take a fib. Oops. Um, you can take a fib and go from low to high, right? And so now what I can do is, if I were to, let's say, enter on the upside, anything below this golden level is like a really nice entry. If if this thing were to continue to uptrend. Uh, but yeah, I think you could do it on probably like the 5 minute as well. So now, right, this is where it gets a little interesting. So now I've effectively done a fib of the whole range. Okay, so now you'll see that like anything below 5.0 is going to be like effectively like a discount of the range. And so now there's like more of a reason for price to actually come down, right? Um, and kind of target these levels here. So um, if I were to want to see some like downside, um, then it's like I'd have to see some upper levels of liquidity be taken, come down, make a downtrend, market structure down, FVG, and then you target all the sell side here. So that's like something I would try to emulate or try to figure out if it could happen, but we'll see. It's an inside day too, so even if I do end up taking a trade, it's going to be very, very low risk. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to remove this, and we're just going to watch until actually 10 a.m. or so, or a little bit before that. But we just want to pay attention to if any of these levels are being taken. I'll just take off this as well. So, in terms of levels that are existing, it would be like right here, right? Um, there's a level there that got taken here, and then also there's well that new low got taken here, so that's about it. All right, so we're just gonna leave it at that, um, and we're just gonna wait and be patient and figure out if the range is actually gonna break. Because as of now, if you take a look at this on the 1 hour, it's been inside a multiple ranges. It's inside this range is inside this range, and you know it's been a pretty large consolidation. Um, if you look at the 1 hour, it's a little bit more clear, right? So you'll see how it's kind of like stopped trending, and um, of course it's still a slight uptrend because it hasn't made new lows. But if it starts to make new lows here and then bounces up, it's pretty much a consolidation. Where there's not a ton of new levels have been discovered, and I just want to mark this as the gap. Well, it's actually more like this, right? Let's see if it maintains an uptrend or comes down, makes a new low. There's some mixed trends I'm seeing right here. Um, I'm not necessarily looking to take it, but there are some FVGs that got formed. Right. This is on the 5 minutes as well. Okay, we're gonna make a new low. And we're at 4 minutes before market open. Are you gonna see a death drop or a liquidity grab? So we made a new low before pre-market. We have like 1 minute open, 1 minute till market open. We'll see. We'll watch for like next 15 minutes or something. What really happens and how price really reacts. On the daily right now, this is what we look like. This is our range on the daily right now, right? So nothing new. This is our 4 hour. What our 4 hour looks like. All right, 1 hour. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, market's open. Market's open. I'm actually gonna also start to hop into the Discord as well, figure out when those live streams gonna start. Pretty big movement actually. Not necessarily too giant. It's only on the 5 minute, but we are seeing some a sort definitely different type of activity here. That first FEG I highlighted on the 5 minute, it looks like it's been filled. Just want to see if this candle does close. This FEG has not though, so very interesting. Um, Effectively, if you were to take a trade like all the way down, it could work. Although you're pretty much relying on this thing staying on a downtrend, and I would also bet that it's an inside day, so the success rate is not going to be so high. Um, but we're just taking a look and admiring the action at the moment. I think this level is going to be taken out here for sure, the London low. It looks like some of these FVGs might have been respected as well. Give me 1 sec, y'all. I'm about to hop into the teach trade call real quick and just listen in case anyone needs to talk to me. Where is the link? Uh, okay. Yeah, it should be here. All right. Gonna leave this on. Uh, I'm gonna minimize that. So pretty mixed movement so far. Damn, damn, damn. Price really exploded, huh? Okay, price is really waking up right now. Things are might starting to get a little interesting. Y'all can hear me, right? You don't hear like Taylor's stream over me? I hope not. Let me open the Zoom chat though. Okay, cool. Now I can have the stream up. Sorry about all that. I just had to make sure I was doing my job as a. Okay, okay, you can hear just me. Thank you. Yeah, I was just making sure I was doing my job as a T-Straight admin and being available for questions. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm just gonna be patient. It's 9:38. I really need to see some of these levels being taken out. I mean, it's cool. There hasn't been new level of liquidity formed yet, right? So I'm really just waiting for something to actually happen. I mean, it looks nice so far. Will we keep up like this? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, wow, wow. Look at this candle here. 5 minutes. It's quite it's actually two up. It's not even three, but it is really large. Okay, look at price jump on the 5 minute here. Okay, looks like we made a new high of the day. Still nothing with like nothing to break out of its current range, but it is what it is. Uh, Market is just presenting itself as sort of a choppy mess at the moment. Um, like on the 5 minute right now, I mean I am seeing some sort of a broadening formation come through. You can even just do these ones, this high to this high as well. Just really, really extend it like this. I mean, yeah, it's just like, you know, it's in the super duper range. Consolidation for sure. So what price needs to do, right? Is price needs to break out in one direction in order for us to foresee like a move, right? For us to see some chances for us to entry. Um, but I just want to see if price does end up breaking upwards. You'll see that there's some liquidity levels on the 1 minute that it ended up targeting here. That's fine. I don't really care about it on the 1 minute at the moment, but on the 5 minute, it's this kind of environment is not good for day trading because as you can see, you'll see how fast the trends start to shift, right? You're uptrending. Now what? All of a sudden you're making new lows, but the new lows are still in the same range. So there's no edge or there's no like decision you should be quick to make here, I would say. And also, that's kind of the part of day trading. A lot of it's capital preservation, where you're just you're just kind of just like waiting around and figuring out if some of this liquidity or these levels are going to be filled, and then that way there's actual enough orders for you to for your position to be maintained, you know? I'm here, y'all. I'm just chilling, just watching. I suppose, I suppose if there's a new low here, you get another bounce and maybe you can get another high, and then that would be some sort of position where you could take a trade off of if you want to play this broadening formation, but I'm not necessarily super convinced. Um, there is this liquidity grab on the 1 minute here. What I would love to see if maybe there's an FVG that gets formed and I'm able to retrace into it, then I'd actually maybe take the trade to the downside here. So I think we're just gonna wait till this candle to form. For me, I see this right here, this FVG. What we'll have to see if it actually it actually holds. Um, and then I might form an entry here or try to figure out an entry. I think I could take it off this FVG and then target I guess the first level of liquidity, which would be the London low and then this as well. We'll see. If price does maintain or like um, comes out of this broadening formation and then comes back in, I might take the entry. I also just might take the entry just in a little bit. Um, where if price does touch here, I might just take the entry and it is a mixed. I could take an entry here. Um, I'll take an entry. Um, but I'm just hoping that this broadening formation gets formed out. If it does go up, I'm actually just going to stop myself out completely, all right? So I'm just going to move my stop very, very slowly. It is an inside day. I effectively just want to maybe break even on this or a little less. I don't want to hold this trade, and I just want to target this London low. And we will move our stops once we start to make those new lows. I'm not willing to let necessarily hold this into like a negative just because it's inside day, and I already know there's a lot of things going against me if it comes up. Effectively, I want candles to close out of this broadening formation, and then that will help me make my decision here. I want the other time frames to come down as well. If the 4 hour comes down, it's really nice. On the 4 hour, we're looking like this, right? So we need this candle to turn red. That would be great. I'm gonna move my stop once this candle closes. Alright, I'm gonna move my stop at the broadening formation now. I'm just gonna secure my profits here. No need to play. My target is to approach this London low here, blue line. So that's what I'm gonna target. And we will adjust the stops accordingly. Really nice dump. We're gonna move that. We're gonna move that. We're gonna move that. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Absolutely beautiful dump. I'm gonna move my stop and we're just gonna take the profit right then and there. That is perfect, perfect, perfect execution. I don't think it gets better than that. Um, and I think that is going to be my limit for the inside day, right? I don't want to take this trade again. We didn't even break the day range, but we will, um, you know, definitely take that, move my stop, and secure the profit. So, like I said, guys, typically it doesn't get better than that, right? We plan the stop, we plan the levels, and that's it. That was uh that was definitely a sick move. Yeah, so now we're just chilling, guys. We had a really nice dump. It was pretty perfect. So, yeah. That was super fast, right? Yeah, I mean, dude, I was on the 1 minute. Believe it or not, I was on the 1 minute. So, it is. But, when you see that thing happen in front of you, it's just kind of like art sometimes. It speaks to you, you know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of like went in the zone. where I was like, okay, guys, I gotta execute and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. Once I highlighted the broadening formation, that was telling me that the consolidation period is over, right? So that's like why I had the broadening formation out there. We haven't even like had the real fun yet. I just don't want to be in here because it's an inside day. We have a whole range to go down, right? So yeah, that was sick though. Like I'm out before 10. You might have a retracement and you can try to find an entry as well. You can go on the 5 minute. That would be nearly impossible to exit on Robinhood, right? I mean, not really. What you can do is, so I used to do this on Webull. Like I used to day trade on Webull. So what I used to do is buy options, and then I used to just like what's really easy. What you can do is if you have a larger capital, what you can do is you can actually buy at the money puts, for example, like and buy at the money calls, and they're typically around like $600 to 1K each. And what you can do is you can buy one or multiple and just day trade off that because if you're in the money and you're on puts, then any down movement is going to reward you, just like this one, right? And you're going to see the dump here, right? Um, you're going to see the dump where this is the like lower liquidity level where you could target. But like I said, I'm in it. I'm gonna avoid it for now. But I already got my kind of almost 2-0 here, and so I'm using Trade and I'm funding my Trade account, and I'm putting that Trade account, and I'm linking it to my trading view. And so I would just you know, um, and that's how I'm able to like execute on stream and stuff like that. But what you can do, what I was saying is, so let's say you're trading options. What you can do is you can go on your 0 days, but that's the thing. Like you got to really have a discipline. You can't um you can't hold those 0 days. So what you have to do is like that first move that happens, you kind of have to make a decision either to cut or take the profit or put your stop loss in. And so for like for an option, what you can do is you can buy at the money and just be rewarded if it goes up and down. And that way, you're not incurring those theta burns you will get with like a lot of consolidation and stuff like that. And guys, check it out. Pretty much as I said, right? All these levels that I've highlighted already are already being tapped. So I'll just chill out with you guys for like 30 minutes or so. Um, and then I got a meeting. But yeah, I wanted to get that quick day trade in, so that's what's up. It was almost perfect, pretty much. Like, I didn't want to, hold till all the way down here because there's no guarantee because it's an inside day. There's no guarantee that the we'll actually reach down here. That's why, like, I don't have a reference as to what we should go for here, right? And so now I want to show you what you can do as well. Um, so if you were to take a fib and you're targeting downside, right? I was targeting downside. So let's say you have a plan to target downside. Then what you can do is you can take a fib. And now what you can do is you can take the most recent high or like you can take the most recent high or low of the range. In this case, the range high is here, right? And I'm going to aim for downside. And the total downside I actually want is over here, right? So now what you can do is any FVG before the discount level, which is at half at 0.5, aka every FVG before here, which is the one you wanted to take an entry off of, which is what I switched to the 1 minute to, right? I switched to 1 minute and I got my entry here. And then we had a nice dump, okay? So it's what I'm telling you is that like um, there's ways you can kind of get extra edges as to what's happening. Like I was pretty much able to identify on the 1 minute and make a decision that uh, we are leaving like this kind of consolidation phase, and That's exactly what happened. And I wasn't necessarily afraid to take it because I lowered my risk. Like I only did one contract today, and it's because it's an inside day, right? It's either inside day is the rule, is that I either have one contract or I don't trade at all. In this case, I saw the trade. It looked easy to me, right? So I spelled it out. I spelled it out for everybody, and then I took it. So yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. But definitely more like if you guys are at on the Teach Trade platform, I have a specific course on the Advanced Academy portion of it. And so because you're if you're in the subscription, you're getting access to that once we launch the advanced cohort, which is right after the beginner. So people what I just did, you will learn that. So like that's this is like part of a thing of how I trade typically. And I did this before 10 just because I saw the move here. Now at 10, you might see a retracement and you might get another opportunity as well. So we'll see. We'll stick around till. Excuse me. I think I just um accidentally had uh some burps on stream there, but what's it called? Um, basically, what would happen is I would expect price to come up and retrace. So that way you would get another entry on some FVGs here, right? There's a bunch of FVGs here, and um, you'll see that here. And so then after that, I expect price to come back down. We would just have to see the time frames match because right now the time frames are mixed, which is also a reason why I don't want to stay too long in the market because I didn't have a reference as to when we're going to return to profit. And right now, if price comes up green, like I would have right, I would have been stopped out anyway if I moved it here. So um, what I'm expecting is some sort of retracement and then a continuation of the downtrend, or we have some liquidity and we can go upside. We don't know. We don't have an edge in terms of where it's going to go. Why? Because check it out. It's an inside day, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's an inside day. So what I'm seeing right now is that liquidity level. These liquidity levels are always places to exit or take a profit if you're in a position. It's not about like if it goes lower. It's more so the liquidity levels. What happens is that when it approaches a liquidity level, you actually just expect a reaction. That's the whole thing. You either expect it to sort of plummet through, or you expect it to kind of bounce and chop around like this, right? I'm on the 5 minute, but let's look on the 1 minute, right? So this is like looking like some choppy action after hitting what? This this first liquidity level. There's one here, and there's one here, and then there's a sell side as well on the 1 hour. That 1 hour sell side open happens to be the daily range as well. So yeah. Yeah, so I think most of the move has already sort of happened. So we'll see. We'll see if any other side gets tagged here. Alright, J. Cole, this is a little bit too intimate, man. Yeah, we're just gonna rock out, guys, for like 20 minutes or so. Are we gonna see SPY or ES expand its range and grab this down level liquidity sell side? Okay, I was chatting the whole time and my mic was muted, so that's just the crazy part. But um, I was just saying, like, we have this level of liquidity taken, we have this level of liquidity taken. We'll probably approach this one maybe at some point, or we could just kind of, chop between this range. What I am fully expecting at some point is um, price comes down here, sweeps this, come up, and then we expand further. That's kind of how I see the maximum pain, right? Like, so I think the real move, or like this move that was captured here, has already been captured. Like this was a really nice move from this low to this one. Um, we could see some sort of retracement, and and like what it looks like here is that um, you're seeing sort of a like downtrend form, and then we would have to see like if the downtrend kind of continues. So I think that's kind of what's happening right now. I was like moving the screen and lecturing and drawing all this stuff, and not my mic wasn't on. That's all right though. We have around 15 minutes left on stream. I'm gonna dip around like 10 minutes, and I gotta get ready for a 10:30 meeting I got. So yeah. I'm just glad if you guys were in the stream yesterday, if you guys joined, like I'm just glad that I was able to execute because when I executed yesterday, TradeOvate got blocked. Like it blocked me from executing. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then it turns out the integration, the TradeOvate plus TradingView integration was down. So then I just took a paper trade, which is fine, I guess. But like, what the fuck? Like, that was a good trade for me. You just took that away from me for no reason, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have to get my lawyers involved or something. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that, guys. Outside day formed. Outside day formed. Boom. Happened before 10:30 actually. So yep. I'm glad we were able to take advantage of that. Now this is where I would expect some, probably some upside or some market structure shift of some sorts. If we really fall, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. I mean, that's what we wanted to, what we wanted to see. Honestly, like this thing might just die. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute or 1 hour. Oh man, like it's getting scary. It's getting scary for futures. Guys, come on. Oh man, it's bad. It's bad. This thing could really, really die. I really want to see how these candles close here. Oh wow, it's just gonna shoot right through, huh? I go for these levels. It's death drop, guys. It's super death. But I think that'll end the stream for there. Um, and let me just take a look at the week right here. When did this open? Open was 5/7/40. Oh my God, this thing could really die. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, SPX right now is actually just in free fall. So, if you held puts or if you took my trade and held it all the way down here, you are a madman. But you might have had just like 100 ticks. So, yeah, even probably more than that. Let me actually just measure it. It is a very very good trade. Um, I mean, it's pretty amazing, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you took a, if you, I would say take profit at right here for sure. Like you should be out of position, but like 1 to 4, right? So pretty amazing move here. I of course took out at the blue. I was out right here, done. So yeah, um, but um, the thing is that we'll get back probably tomorrow at some point, but I think this is kind of the major move that's been exhausted. I'm not necessarily interested until price comes back up, right? Because we have that outside day expansion kind of. This is no longer inside day. We saw it dropped out the broadening formation it was making, and boom, that was it. So that's gonna be the stream for today. I'm gonna wrap up now and just gonna hit another meeting. So thanks guys for attending. Definitely drop a subscription. Definitely drop a like, whatever you gotta do. And we'll be back tomorrow most likely. I don't see why I wouldn't trade tomorrow. It might be another inside day, but we might just do the same thing and watch. So yeah, no worries guys. Have a good one guys, and hope to bring more of these things to you as well. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you have questions and shit. So yeah, everything's in the description. Every link is in the description. So if you need to talk or if you want to connect, I'm there. Have a good one, guys.